Hi. All right, so today I'm just sitting down at the end of the day, exhausted. I have a migraine headache. I've been outside gardening all day and I realized that I've pushed myself. But I was thinking all day about food and certain diets, and what to do when you're really ill. Like, say you have cancer, you have an autoimmune disease, you have a condition, you have chronic pain, whatever it is, right? There's so many people out there who are credible. There's so many people out there giving advice who seem to know what they're talking about. Either they have a serious, great education, they're really well spoken, they've healed themselves, whatever it is, right? So I just urge you to stay open to all of it and don't get trapped in the dogma of, well, I'm vegan, I'm vegetarian, I am keto, I'm low carb, or I try not to get caught up in this, right? I'm only plant-based. I'm raw vegan. I'm, GAPS. I'm whatever diet it is. Try not to get caught up in that, okay? Ask yourself instead the question, is this natural? Does this align with nature? Is what I'm doing or what I'm going to eat provided by God, aligned with nature, from the earth, right? These are the questions you need to be asking yourself instead of following somebody only to find out that it doesn't work, because there's so many things that don't work, right? That's why there's so many people with advice, and very, like, few people actually have healed themselves and then come back to say exactly what it did. And then that necessarily doesn't work for everybody. So, when you're talking about diets, when you're talking about supplements, when you're talking about um, any kind of a protocol, ask yourself, does this make sense? Is this aligned with nature? Does this come from the earth? Is this, man-made? Is this processed in a lab? Is this in alignment with nature? And if it is, then you're probably pretty sure that that's a good thing to be doing, right? Going to bed early. Is this aligned with nature? Yes. Okay, good. Check. Do it. Right? And don't resist. Stay open to everything, because the only way that you're going to know for sure is if you do trial and error. So trial and error is so important. You may be completely low carb and or keto and totally resisting being a vegan because of everything that you believe. Maybe you believe that it's not natural to be a vegan and you have all these reasons that you shouldn't be one. But you can stay open. If your current diet isn't working, stay open, change, try it, right? Don't try it forever. Don't make yourself sick on these diets. Give them a 90-day trial at best, right? That's 3 months. You can't really do serious damage to yourself within that amount of time. Give it a 30-day trial. A 30-day trial is, did it help? And then assess it. Did it make me 5% better, 10% better? Compare it to the last thing that you did. So it's really important that you continue to try things, compare them, and ask yourself the question each step along the way, is this aligned with nature? Is this aligned with something that would happen naturally in nature? Because therein lies your answer, right? Maybe you want to take supplements. Well, great. Can you get it from food? Is there a better way to get it? For instance, if you're going to be taking turmeric, right? Or curcumin, however they say that, in the supplement form. Well, is it better to get the actual root, grind it up in your smoothie and eat it? Or is it better to get the active form, which is curcumin, in a supplement form, which has been maybe processed and not certainly, depending on how they've done it, maybe it is pretty man-made and you're comfortable taking it. Or maybe you look at it and you're like, this isn't really with alignment with nature. I'm going to stick with the whole food. So you have to ask yourself, you don't need to be afraid of anything, or if it isn't, you can certainly try things, but if it's not working, then go back to the old drawing board. Well, maybe this isn't right for me and it's not in alignment with nature, so then don't do it. So basically what I mean to tell you in this video is try not to get trapped in dogma. Try not to resist things like, oh my God, I definitely can't eat that. There's a sweet potato in there, and I'm totally off starches. Well, is it organic? Did it come from the earth? It's orange. It's got lots of beta carotene in it. It's got all these wonderful things. Maybe you can have some. Okay, so just don't get trapped in the dogma. Maybe, you know, God didn't make any bad foods, right? From vegan foods to animal products. It's, were they sprayed? Were they, kept in factory farms? How were they processed? These are more of the questions you need to ask. Something's in alignment in nature. God didn't make any bad foods. He didn't make any bad products. Man sometimes makes mistakes. Sometimes they make bad products. There's recalls on things all the time. There's, things that don't do what are intended to do. So all I'm saying is stay open. Ask yourself the question all along the way: is it in alignment with nature and with the natural world around me? And if it is, then I would go for it. If it isn't, it doesn't necessarily mean don't do it, but I would caution you to do a trial on it and then seriously evaluate whether you want to keep going or not. And that's really what I wanted to say. And keep trying, keep doing trial and error. It's the only way that you're going to know for sure. Trying not to resist things. Just because you're in you come down in a certain camp one way or the other on an issue. Try to stay open. And, the goal here is not to be in a certain camp or a certain group or follow a certain philosophy or a certain guru. The goal is to heal, right? The goal is to heal your body, to help your body heal itself, really. To get out of your body's own way, to have the body take care of your problems and come into its own natural state of health. That's the goal. So try to remember the goal and not get so focused deep down in the details, but try to remember the bigger goal, which is you just want to help your body heal itself. So stay open, do trials, and never give up.